We've been giving you updates all week long about the unidentified teen who was found alone in Midland. Tyler Dupnick joining us now. And Tyler, you were there to speak with the division of the Midland Police Department that is handling this DNA process. So what more did they tell you, Tyler?
Yeah, Alex, ultimately it was the crime scene unit at MPD that sent the boy's DNA to a lab at the University of North Texas for further evaluation. They gave me a few details regarding this case, and much like the opinions of most in the community, this is truly a unique one.
In my career of over 12 years, I've not run into a case like this where we've had an unidentified individual, especially a living, potentially a juvenile or a child, that has taken this long to be identified.
It was Sunday afternoon when this teen was found alone in an alley around the area of Shandon Avenue and Ward Street in Midland. The nonverbal boy was isolated in a neighborhood on a path of rocks, gravel, and fencing with no known family and no identity. However, his DNA results could change that. And MPD's crime scene unit spoke with the lab at the University of North Texas earlier this morning to clarify the time frame of completion.
Unfortunately with DNA, because we've had other cases where, we ask if it's possible to expedite, part of the issue is just the amount of time that it takes to analyze and extract that DNA just to begin with. So the lab is aware of the circumstances, and I think they're going to try to work it as quickly as they can.
Once the results are completed, it will likely be placed into two databases, CODIS, or Combined DNA Index System at the state level, and INDIS, or National DNA Index System at the federal level. From there, the goal for UNT is to find a potential match with a family member.
And then if that's the case, then their DNA scientists can go in and actually look at that and determine whether that is a match or not. Also, if there are other samples that they wanted to compare it to, that's their specialty.
DNA testing is a more advanced option, and with the teen unable to positively identify himself, it was called upon for this situation.
It's one of those where we want to make absolutely sure of potentially who this individual is.
Now, the two images of the boy you saw there are the only pictures that we have been given so far. It's also important to understand that patience will still be required on the DNA results, as weeks to months remains the overall timeline. So be sure to stay with News West 9 for any future updates.